Hey, so today we're going to be looking at some paper that I picked up from Blue Line Pro. This is a company that operates out of Kentucky, so it's actually pretty close to where I live, so it's really convenient for me to buy paper from them. So I wanted to see if this was the kind of paper that I wanted to use moving forward for my comic and other comic related projects, or just, because it's high quality paper and I kind of like it now. But, anyway, let's get into it. So starting off, the paper takes the graphite that I use from my blue pencil very well. It doesn't leave behind like a waxy film or catch too much of the blue so that it feels like it's just blatantly blue and won't come out if I erase it. But it's also still a very nice and smooth paper and very fun to use.
Now y'all see that there pencil sharpener? Well, you best remember it, 'cause it's important to the story, 'cause it looks like just a normal pencil sharpener and I'm just using it the way the normal people should, but, well, I guess you'll just have to wait to see what happens.
Another nice thing about this paper is that it's 3-ply, but I can use a light board under it. One of the things I'm doing here is taking a picture of a 3D model of a sword that I made and putting it on a light board so that I can sketch it onto my final image. The paper handles this very well. It's not so thick that I can't see through it, but it's also not so thin that when I put a lot of ink or a lot of pressure onto the paper that it warps the paper or creates any dents or rivers in the paper itself.
See? There's that pencil sharpener again, just like I told you.
So about this time I thought, hey, I want the background to be darker, and so I wanted to brush on some graphite onto my background, which, by the way, I didn't have to do. There was no need to do that. But I decided that that would be, for the best, and I was like, okay, how do I get a lot of graphite onto this piece of paper? So I just dumped my sharpener onto the paper. Well, I haven't emptied my sharpener in about and so way too much graphite. It created the effect I was going for, I guess, but at the same time it was just way too much for me to be using, especially when I could have just marked on there that I wanted it to be black later on for the inking process. So it left quite a mess on my desk, and there's still kind of a stain there, but that's all right. So here I'm just kind of refining my drawing and moving on to the normal graphite pencils and starting to block out some of my general shapes and muscles and just things that I have from my reference material that I've left out on my desk. And I really got into the drawing at about this point because while I thought that 11 by 17, which was the paper size that I bought, would be too big, it was an awesome size for detail while not being too big for my desk or just awkward to move around or to store. I think it's a great standardized size that just makes general work that much easier, which is, you know, always really helpful when you're working on comic pages. And there we have it. That's the full drawing. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I love the paper. I love how it feels. I love how it works. I'm not sponsored by them. I know that I've been ranting and raving how cool their products are, but I mean, I don't have a sponsorship with them. It'd be cool if I did, but anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one.